Yeah, it's your boy DJ Illanoize, Coalition DJs Midwest, Hub City DJ, Star Quality Entourage. I'm right here in the DMI, Des Moines, Iowa, chilling with GFG TV. Let's get it.
West. This your boy Big Ray West, and you're tuned in to GFG TV. Today we got a special guest, man. Where you from and what's your name?
What's good? It's your boy DJ Illanoize. I come from the land of Lincoln, 815 Rockford, Illinois, by way of Chicago, Illinois. Let's get it.
Shout out Rockford, shout out Santi, my boy from up there.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How'd you get into music?
Let's see.
When does it start?
My musical journey started, I want to say, in church. You know what I'm saying? Singing in the choir as a little shorty, doing all that kind of stuff. And then that progressed into moving to Iowa. I moved to Iowa in 96. And that was kind of a culture shock for me because I moved to Southwest Iowa. So the only musical outlets I had was Laser 103.3, Des Moines, Iowa. So with that being my musical influence, my dad being a drummer, jazz drummer and whatnot, I picked up the drumstick, started playing drums, punk bands, rock bands, metal bands. So that progressed into coming up to Northern Iowa, and I went to Iowa Central for radio broadcasting. And that led into what is now DJ Illanoize, in a roundabout way.
So what city did you first come to in Iowa?
Creston, Iowa.
Okay.
You ever heard of it?
Yeah, that's
Southwest Iowa. Yeah, like small town Iowa, bro. So
what made your family choose Creston?
My aunt had family in Orient, which is a little town outside of Creston. So that kind of was the connection. We intended to stay and visit, and the car broke down, which is some classic shit. Can I cuss?
Oh yeah.
Classic shit, okay? So that led to my aunt convincing us that the school wasn't so bad, small town, everybody knows everybody, yada yada. We stayed in Iowa. And that was 96. And I remember it because that's the year Pac died. It hurt me. Absolutely. It hurt me, man. I'm like, dang.
Absolutely.
You know, Pac died in 96. So I always associate the death of Pac with me moving to Iowa.
Yeah, that is at the exact same time.
Yeah.
So, young kid, what was the age about at that time?
12. I was about 12. Middle school is when I came to Iowa.
Okay.
8th grade. 7th, 8th grade.
You're heavily influenced at that time with the drums. You get infatuated with drums.
I have a Slipknot tattoo on the back of my leg.
There you go. That's
Iowa. You know, that's Iowa. You know what I'm saying?
You a maggot, my boy?
Yeah.
I'm a maggot for life, you know?
Maggot in here?
Hey, man, 515. You already know what it is. So the cool connection with that band is one of my best friends was their roadie. Shout out to Tone Stevens. Like, he was Clown's drum tech. He got he was the one who made it out of Crescent and got to go on the road with Slipknot and brought back the stories from being on the road, you know?
That's cool.
And one of my most memorable moments of Creston, Iowa, this was pre-Corey Taylor. They did a concert at the YMCA in Creston with my boy Brent.
Now, a lot of people know that, what he said there.
Catch
it if you caught it.
NO Sign opened up for Slipknot, which was my best friend's band. This was before Corey Taylor. And we tore up the YMCA in Creston like never again. So that was my introduction to anything music in Iowa outside of, you know, growing up listening to gospel, jazz, blues, hip hop, of course, because in Chicago, we had Crucial Conflict, Twista coming up, Common. I had hip hop influences, just Granny and you ain't having that in my house. So at the end of the day, it was whatever was on the radio, which was cool. So, but Iowa really shaped DJ Illanoize.
Okay. That's fire. Just going over a little bit here so we have an overview.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we get a little bit of your your education, you said, was in broadcasting, and you went to
Iowa Central and Fort
Iowa
Dodge.
Central and Fort Dodge. So that's a transition from Creston to Fort Dodge.
Yep.
And you start to make music at this time? You start to DJ at this time?
No, I dropped out of college because a homie was a bad influence on me. He said, "Hey man, I could teach you something." So, me being influential and like, fuck it, see what this is all about. I quit college and ran around for a little bit, and I met one of my homeboys who's no longer with me. It was around the time Hustle and Flow came out, right? And we just became homeboys to start kicking it and whatnot. We had a party house in Fort Dodge over on the south side of Fort Dodge. Had the party house. We watched Hustle and Flow, and I'm like, shit, making beats on a beat pad, a little keyboard, shit, I can do that. So I forget what year. It's about what, 07 maybe, 08 when Hustle and Flow came out maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Because I went to Iowa Central about 03.
Okay.
And we went to the pawn shop in Fort Dodge and bought our first drum pad, keyboard, and a little 8-track recorder and a microphone. We spent like $300, homie, went and got a payday loan to buy our first equipment from the pawn shop. And from that day forward, Middle of the Map Records was made. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So shout out to Hustle and Flow, Terrence Howard, and 3-6 Mouth for influencing two homies in Fort Dodge, Iowa to start our movement over there.
So tell us a little bit about Middle of the Map. What is
Middle
that?
of the Map? Middle of the Map Records was Aaron Carlisle and DJ Illanoize. Those two guys were the founders of that Middle of the Map movement. In the beginning of the Middle of the Map, we had two artists, Midwest Threats, Wu and Twin. They hailed from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Kansas City, Missouri. The homeboy AC was working at Burger King at the time, and so was the homeboy Wu. And he's like, "Hey man, we just started this record label. We need some artists." He went over to Wu's mom's crib, had some beers with moms, and said, "Hey, we want your son to be on our label." She said, "Do him right. You have my blessing." And we took off. So Midwest Threats was our first artist. And then after that, we branched off to Storm Lake, Iowa, met some cats over there. Shout out to the 712 boss, Mr. Chubbs, a lot of Parada Music, and G Money. They were doing a little stuff in Storm Lake, Iowa at the time. They just had started. And Chubbs' brother Lalo, me and him were cool. He linked up with our label, so me and him were kind of like the party people of the label. Midwest Threats was the street sound of the label. And then AC's cousin, JL, he was the OG of the clique. He was the older cat, been around the strip clubs, had the experience of the streets more than us. So we had like three acts, and that's what started Middle of the Map Records.
Okay. What can you tell us about the Hub City DJs?
Hub City
affiliation
DJ.
with that.
Okay, so when I first started DJing back in 05, 06, I started off with Coast to Coast mixtapes. Like that was the way artists would DJs would put together mixtapes back in the day, and we put them online as free. It was a way for artists to get music out back in the day. It was before the DSPs and the YouTubes. We worked the mixtape circuit. So I was in the Coast to Coast mixtape DJs, and they used to have different events where they'd have pop-up, DJ events. There was an event in Kansas City called DJs United. So I went down there being this young, fresh DJ in the music industry scene in Iowa. I kind of wanted to mix and mingle. So I shoot down there, and I got introduced to DJ Homer D, which is the president of Hub City DJs. He pretty much is the Tennessee market. Anything, 3-6 Mafia, 8 Ball MJG, he's worked their records as far as promotion and pushing records in Tennessee. So Hub City DJs is my first taste of being an industry DJ and learning how to work a record in the industry.
That is amazing, dude.
That is.
So, I see a lot of names that are popping up here. OG Wildman, Teddy T.
Shout out. Star Quality Entourage, OG Wildman Teddy T. Man, That nigga's a legend. That I can't. That. So we've all heard Skilo. I wish I was a little. That was his first record he broke as a DJ. That's how long this man's been in the industry. That is my sensei. That is my everything. Besides DJ Homer D, those brothers put me in a position to have leverage in the fucking music industry. What we need in our fucking market in Iowa to make stars. OG Wildman Teddy T has been a mentor to me and has taught me everything about the music industry. I've been in countless different scenarios you can't even fathom. The article I gave you with Ace Magazine, I took a couple artists down there, and OG Wildman Teddy T, he oversees Strong Arm Radio, which is Flow Rider. Okay. He does the radio stuff down there with Flow and runs everything with the radio station over there at his compound. So the first introduction I bought, those artists to was Flow Rider Studio and being able to mix and mingle and do different shit. Like we went down to Little Haiti where Trick and Trina was at. Like I can't express enough. He used to be on 95.7 Jams in Florida. He's that man. He's that man.
Been doing it.
Yes. Pioneer, yeah, exactly.
So, what role do you think that DJs play in hip hop today?
We need to play a more bigger role. I think that's a lot of the artists, in my opinion, they don't have a DJ behind them. Think about before the internet, before all the social media shit, who moved shit around? DJs.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's so quick to like, let me put songs out. That's cool and all, but how many of those songs are making an impact? Right now, if an artist was serious, I can take you from here to the South and back. We're influential people you will meet to put your career in a better position. DJs need to be a bigger role in what the culture is all about, because it started off with turntables and a microphone. I think we're forgetting about the turntables.
What challenges did you face breaking into the scene, do you think?
A lack of education, lack of knowledge. Knowledge is everything. Being in Iowa, we have lack of knowledge of how to make shit work.
Yes, sir.
I feel that's our problem as a market. Like,
why Iowa specifically, do you think, though?
I can take you 6 hours to the west of Chicago. They don't have an issue. We can go to Minnesota.
Yes,
they don't have an issue. We can go to Missouri. They don't have an issue. So the issue to me is the stigma of Iowa hip hop and the stigma of not working together in a market that nobody's really listening to. As you guys said, a flyover market. Why are we a flyover market? We have so much hot shit collectively. If we collectively work together and push to the same goal, you got a piece, I got a piece, put that fucking sandwich together and make it good, we winning. We winning.
I agree. I do think it would take a third party involved that would have that goal in mind. Just in my opinion, because of the butting heads that goes on here.
But think about how much bullshit we've endured as a market. I've seen so many people come in here, go on this stage and perform and pay this and pay that. What the fuck does that get you? Nothing. When you ask what clicked and made, I had to leave Iowa to go find the resources. The very first question people ask me, is there black people in Iowa? Well, yeah. Is there hip hop in Iowa? Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're DJ Illanoize? Yeah. But Iowa is what I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if people would tune in and if we would leave and go to the right places, people would know about Iowa hip hop more.
Do you think that the touring aspect impacts more, or do you think that the club aspect? How do you feel that transitions well for an artist here?
For example, I have a club in Storm Lake, Iowa at my disposal. Shout out to Josh, Club Malarkey's. That's home base. Okay, if we were to have an artist event, how many artists is going to show up? How many artists are going to bring their fan base? So that kills the whole club aspect of everything. Like I remember when we used to have showcases and collectively come together, Koki G, Horizon, Kaiser, motherfucking, shit, I'm forgetting OG, Blood OG, God damn it, Heat the Hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, we fucking Manny IE, Mr. Iowa, we came together and put shit together and it worked. You know, it needs to get back to that. Like I said, middle of the map, this boom, niggas came together and we worked, nigga. But at the same time, people came to the club. We don't have that. That's what the fuck. So that's what we have to compete with. Now, as far as the touring aspect, yes, that can work. Why? Shout out to DJ 3316, Coalition DJs Midwest. Every fucking month, shout out, listen to artists, every month, the last 6 days, like Monday through Friday, we have independent artist tours. Artists pay a fee and we run you through Kansas City, Wichita, Kansas, St. Louis. We go through all 6 major markets in the Midwest to give artists a platform to be heard. It's been going on for a while now. So artists just got to look at platforms that work for them. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. It's finding resources outside of Iowa until we can bring stuff together in Iowa to make Iowa work for us.
What's a misconception people have about DJs in your opinion?
That they can replace us with goddamn Spotify playlist. Everybody's a fucking DJ.
Yeah.
You know, like I know how to mix a record. I can scratch. I'm not saying that makes me a DJ, but I'm a mixologist. I can curate an hour worth of flow instead of just putting it on a playlist. Like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest misconception. Everybody's a damn DJ, like everybody's a rapper.
So, if somebody's trying to break in right now into the DJing, what would be a direction that you feel would give them a leg up?
As a DJ?
Yes.
DJs need to be, I don't know a lot of DJs in Iowa. I wish I knew more DJs in Iowa. I know more rappers in Iowa than I do DJs. DJs are really quiet. They need to be louder. You know, like we started off, like we need to bring ourselves back into the culture. I advise DJs to reach out to other DJs. Like in this market, like we don't even have a coalition of Iowa DJs. If we did have a record that everybody was feeling, we can't push that record amongst DJs in the state because I don't know them. And vice versa, they don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So the biggest thing is connection. We need more connection to make DJs work a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Artists have no problem like, hey, hop on this feature, do that. DJs need to do the same aspect.
Back in the day, it was very competitive with how tracks were released.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very much so known what DJs would have certain tracks from certain artists, like we spoke about with Flo Rida. And do you think that that we could get back to a point to where that is a big thing for here in Iowa? And do you think that would correlate into maybe a coalition being released of that music after it releases?
You talking about in our market?
Yes.
The first part of the question was, how do we get back to in the beginning where it was DJ based?
Yeah, to where we're releasing records, to where artists could feel comfortable releasing records with DJs again, instead of dropping it online.
A DJ needs to build that trust with an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like any artist in Des Moines, I would love to build that relationship with, but it has to be 50-50. Like the DJ can want it more than the artist. The artist has to be as passionate about that record that you give me, but at the same time, there has to be a trust to know when you give me that record, it's not gonna sit on my laptop. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing with this record by sending out an email blast or setting up a DJ conference call. Mixology Monday, shout out to DJ Punch, Indianapolis, Fleet DJs. That's another DJ crew. DJ coalitions, we need one in Iowa. We need a middle of the map DJ coalition. You know what I'm saying? Collectively of all hip hop DJs to make hip hop work here. You know what I'm saying? We need a president, vice presidency. Like we need a collective DJ coalition in Iowa. I totally agree with that.
Man, can you tell us a little more about Music Noise ENT and the distribution via N Grooves and Virgin Music Group and all that?
Okay, so Music Noise ENT, my homeboy AC passed away a couple years ago. You know, he was one of the founding members of Middle of the Map Records. So, you know, once that was done, I kind of transitioned into my brand, Music Noise ENT. And Music Noise ENT is a production company. We are signed with In Grooves, Virgin Records. Shout out to Wildman Teddy T. He navigated and networked that deal for me. We also work with Empire Records closely as well for distribution and anything like that.
Fucking with Gazi, nigga.
Yeah. Hey man, we got plays. We got plays. So damn, you got me off topic. Shit. What was the question again? Elaborate on that. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Music Noise Entertainment and In Grooves and Virgin Music.
Okay, yeah. So Music Noise ENT is myself and my dude Cody Hauser. We make beats, man. We got fresh beats for that ass, like beats for days. So our main focus, we had some artists on Music Noise ENT, but like I said, we wanted it more than an artist. No slide, no disrespect to any of the artists we work with. It's just once the train starts moving and you want to hop off, I respect that, but that train's got to keep moving.
Is there any artists that you can mention that y'all were involved with? Or
Yeah. Shout out to Lil O and Richard LaPoe from Storm Lake, Iowa. Lil O from the 712 by way of Fort Dodge. So yeah, no shade. Very good artists. It's just life happens, bro. You know, things in life happen, and I totally respect that. Yeah. But as a business, the business got to keep moving. Yeah. So we transition from really until we find a serious artist. You know, we're not opposed to working with artists, but we gotta know that artist is serious.
For sure.
Because if I set you up with some interviews and stuff in Florida and I can't do it, that's a bad look on me. You know, my management is like, well, Noise, I thought this was a go. Because, you know, business has to be proper when you know, dealing with the industry. That's one thing, artist development. We like that in the music industry. That's why artists put out whatever the hell they want to. There's no artist development. But Music Noise ENT, we're focused on production, and we're going to transition into a hip-hop radio station.
Very nice.
Love to see the evolution.
So with that being said, how has technology changed the art of DJing in your opinion?
My first turntables and setup was actually records, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was my first introduction. If you want to take it back, when I was a shorty in Rockford, we had this skating rink called the Ing, right? It was a little skating rink in Rockford. And my cousin, I love you cuz, big cuz DJ Shad, Dirty DJs, man, out of St. Louis. He used to DJ at the skating rink, and I couldn't skate for shit, G. Yes. So I just stood there and watched cousin. He really inspired me to become a DJ. So my first recollection, my first setup was the two fucking big ass tables and the mixer.
Yes, sir.
And then that evolved into the DJ controller. You know, we just plugging it in. You got the digital library. The evolution of DJing is so much easier. We don't have to haul around as much equipment, you know?
So do you prefer vinyl, CDs, or digital controllers, and why?
Digital controllers, ain't no skipping. You know what I'm saying? You want to scratch a little bit, because when you use conventional DJ tables, you got to worry about your stylus, which is your needle and everything. You rough the stylus up, nigga. That stylus is $250. You know what I'm saying? Minimum for a stylus. So it's a lot easier to be a controller DJ. That's just my opinion. No, because Big Cuz he still uses. But it's still, I believe, it's based through the Serato DJ program. So,
what are your thoughts on AI and automation in music and DJing?
That goes back to what I first said. Everybody's a DJ because of that. You know, I'm not gonna throw shade at technology because I use AI in the office. You know what I'm saying, to get tasks done. So I'm not against AI. It's just, if you're gonna call yourself a DJ, meet me on the tables and we can duke it out. So
I dig that.
Do you think DJ battling should come back?
Hell yes. Most definitely. Why not? It's an art form. Like, I would love to see a good DJ or a rap battle. Like, good spirited back and forth, MCs going back and forth. Like, I would love to see that shit. So I totally agree on a DJ battle.
When I was in Vegas, I specifically remember going into a club and there was 3 DJs set up, all going.
Nice.
And it was just back to back to back. It was fun.
That's dope.
It was fun. It really was. And I was like, I think it was probably my first experience ever witnessing something like that.
Okay.
It wasn't no regular thing. Obviously, 3 people sitting there doing their thing, but it was entertaining as hell.
When was the last time we had like a setup like that in Des Moines?
I can't even say if and when.
Drake Relays used to be popping back in the day. Yes, I remember the Relays used to be popping. So did Visha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did Visha. Yeah.
For sure. We had a lot of things, man. We had a lot of things, but things in Iowa seem to,
Fizzle.
yeah, they fizzled. But we have our moments for sure.
V shit went it more than fizzle. It exploded.
But that's my thing though. Like once it did that, like I realized a lot of the cats I came into the hip hop game with, and I'm specifically talking hip hop in Iowa. The names I mentioned earlier, like we're older, we got families, kids, and I get life goes on, but music never stops. You know what I'm saying? I feel if we collectively got back to where we started, what I seen the city can do. Like I remember when Koki released that Tear It Off, shit. You can go nowhere, everybody was hearing that shit in the city. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if we had collectively somebody to get behind, I'd be behind it as a DJ. And you're hearing that right here live. And that goes for any other Des Moines DJs. Nigga, let's work. I'm tired of working by my fucking self. Fuck.
How'd you meet Koki G?
Horizon.
So tell us the story how you met both of them. How you first met Koki G, and then how did you first meet Horizon?
Let's see. I'm old now, nigga. Let me see.
Yeah.
I believe Wolfpack Entertainment, Alex Summers, and Manny, i.e. Mr. Iowa, had an event in Des Moines many moons ago, and we came down for that. And Horizon performed there, and Horizon's like, what's good? We had, some mutual respect on some levels. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, this cat named Koki G, mutual respect on some levels. And I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And like I said, collectively back then, Java Joe's, I have our very first performance ever in Des Moines, Iowa on video. It was at Java Joe's. I forget the homeboy who put those shows on.
Yeah.
Tyson or something like that. But he invited us down, and Koki G, I got him on stage with us, and like I said, we had a culture of Iowa hip hop back then. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. It was love. Like I said, Kaiser was doing stuff. Heat the Hustler was doing stuff. Point Blank, the white boy, yeah, Point Blank was doing shit.
I got a song with Point Blank.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah. I remember me and Horizon has a song called Rewind. The first song I ever did with Horizon was at DJ X's studio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're rapping too?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a project out. I rap on my shit. Yeah. It's called You Know the Name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out on Spotify. You can go music video out and everything. It's called You Know the Name. Yeah.
So
Check it out.
You rap under DJ Illanoize as well.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, Music Noise
awesome.
ENT. That's the brand.
So for the DJ, what equipment are you using right now? Where are you taking the gigs?
Right now, I have a Lenovo laptop. I couldn't tell you the specs on it. It does what it do. Mm-hmm. And I have a Roland DJ 202 DJ controller.
Okay.
And then the backup hard drive. Nice simple setup. I got a nice case for the turntables. Sits right there in the case. Pulls out, set the laptop up there, and we up to roll.
Okay. And then when did you realize? We talked a lot about DJ. And at what age did you start rapping, or did you always rap?
Nah, man. It wasn't until Middle of the Map Records and my first artist, Midwest Threat. Like, come on, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, motherfucker, let's go. So I got the pen and pad out and just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? Me being a producer, being around so many damn rappers, like, why not?
You make beats too.
I make beats too. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Recording engineer, mastering engineer, anything that requires music. I'm self-reliant because when we first started Middle of the Map, it was all in-house. Absolutely. We couldn't afford to pay out of pocket stuff, do my own graphic design, websites as well. So if we were very self-sufficient as a business, you know what I'm saying? Low overhead.
Okay. So when was your first hip hop project, the first album that you did? What year was that, and do you remember the name of it?
Well, honestly, I did mixtapes because mixtapes are free.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I was big in that era too.
And that was to get a feel for, be comfortable as an artist, because when you put it on a DSP, that's totally different than putting it on a DAT Piff, sure. Live mixtapes. Sure. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying? You can swim amongst that shit and be cool. You know, you can take the criticism and compare it to you go to your DSPs and you look in your analytics, it's like, damn, ain't nobody listening. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I put out some mixtapes, and then my first real release was You Know the Name. That was 2 years ago, 2025. It was a little 6-track EP.
Okay.
Just test the waters out. That's because my artists had, life situations come up, and I always did that, even in the middle of the map when my artists had to go through some shit. I'm like, fuck, let me pick this up. Let's keep this ball moving. So that also kind of led into me rapping more, is kind of keeping the baton going for the label.
So wearing all of those different hats, rapper, producer, DJ, artist, designer, which one of those is your strength? Your number one, would you say?
The business, the CEO, the mastermind, the business aspect of making all that craziness coincide within each other and know what to do with it. Because you can have all that craziness, what you gonna do with it?
But I'm saying, out of all those skills, which one are you the most talented at, you feel like?
None of those. All of those, but my business game,
I hear you.
is stronger than my skill sets.
I understand.
Because it's the music business.
I understand.
My skill sets can only get me so far, but my business and mouthpiece is gonna get me over the hurdle.
Absolutely.
But now to answer your question, DJing.
Okay.
DJing.
So what would be a dream venue for you to perform at?
Des Moines, Iowa.
Love to hear that.
Des Moines, fucking Iowa. Des Moines, fucking Iowa, bro. You know what I'm saying? Anything big hip hop, I would love to DJ. Des Moines, Iowa. Like, even though I live in Fort Dodge, my heart's in the DMI because I've been down here for so long. Mix and mingle and family down here and shit. Like, I remember niggas used to call this Dirty Money Island. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So the 515 is in my heart. So anywhere in Des Moines would be my dream venue.
Tell us about the first time you ever met Heat the Hustler.
Damn, man. It's like an artist showcase. He had this bold persona, this bold, about him. Like I like this cat. I like his vibe. He's just raw and keeps it real. Yes. And that's what I like about Heat the Hustler. He raw and real. He a real brother. Real brother, yes.
What about T-Bear?
Oh shit. T-Bear, we did a track Rewind. He's on my track Rewind. Yeah, ask him about it. Rewind. Hell yeah.
When was that?
I want to say 2010 maybe.
Okay.
My first track with Horizon, T-Bear's featured on there.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Do you remember the first time meeting him? T-Bear?
I couldn't tell you. I know we worked in the studio because he sang on the hook. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, between Fort Dodge, Storm Lake, and Des Moines was pretty much my pockets of hip hop in Iowa. Waterloo as well. Shout out Lyrical out in Iowa, or Waterloo, Iowa. He's been holding it down. And R.I.P. to Cuz Ant Bomb, DJ Ant Bomb, fucking Burlington, Iowa, man. Like we lost. Me and Bomb was fucking close as far as a DJ connection in fucking Iowa. Me and Bomb was them niggas. Now, if more DJs had to bond like me and Bomb did, we'd make shit happen between Fort Dodge, Storm Lake, and Burlington. So I've seen it happen, man.
Do you have any relationships with like DJ Episodes or DJ Hollywood or DJ Chuck Fresh?
No, I've heard the names before, but never been able to have the privilege to build those relationships.
For sure. Okay.
Those are the pioneers of Des Moines DJing, correct?
Yeah, there was some.
Yeah.
Richie Daggers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What separates a good DJ from a great DJ?
A good DJ, to me, is a DJ who's gonna rock the party, put people in a good vibe. To me, a great DJ breaks records. Because in the industry that I'm in, it's all about breaking records. And I know great DJs, and they break records.
DJs are still breaking records today?
You fucking right. Shout out DJ Tony Neal of the Core DJs.
Yes, sir.
Shade 45, like, yes. They break records. Fleet DJs, Johnny O with the Nerve DJs in Cleveland, Ohio.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Those are great DJs.
What legacy do you hope to leave in hip hop?
I hope to leave the legacy of Iowa hip hop as being one of the greatest in fucking Des Moines, or not Des Moines, in Iowa to do this shit. I want to break an Iowa artist and have the world know that DJ Illanoize did it out of Iowa, because nobody's yet to do it as a DJ.
How do you discover new music? Like, what's the process?
I go on YouTube and I will type a state and new artist, and it pops up. Really. That's how I find new artists.
All genres or what?
Since I'm a hip hop DJ, I kind of stick to my lane, but hip hop, R&B, I don't discriminate good talent, because with my record deal, that it don't say specifically hip hop. If the next greatest reggae singer came to the door that was on Sirius, nigga, I'm rolling with it. But I go to YouTube and just type in like Iowa or Chicago or this place and new music, new artists, and it'll tell you. So that's how I find a lot of my new stuff. A lot of artists will go out their way and go to my IG and say, hey, can I send this? Which I love. I never tell an artist no. I always listen, but I am very crucial.
Yes, sir.
I am very crucial.
Is there artists around Des Moines that you've heard of that maybe you want to work with?
This man right here. I mean, that's no shade at any other artist, because I don't know unless you let me know as a DJ. Like we said, nigga, like I have so much I can offer an artist, but if an artist does this,
yes,
I can't help you.
I got you.
Open your closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. Let's work. Shit.
Shots fired. No, that's on, man. We're finna lock in. You know, you here now.
Yes. Yes.
Shit, we locked in now, so you know it's only up from here on everything.
Bet.
Are there any underrated artists you think people should be paying attention to in Fort Dodge?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Beast Mode ENT, my dude, that dude, he got a nice little movement going on out there. My little bro, PNC Hog, he got a nice little movement out there. Those two are the main ones. Little sleeping giants, if you will. Okay. But again, bro, like there's no outlets in Fort Dodge, really. You know what I'm saying? But that goes back to, I have the club in Storm Lake. I drive an hour to the club to go DJ on Saturdays. I'll drive an hour up here. You got to move around, bro. Don't be scared. It's $20.
How far is Storm Lake from Des Moines?
I want to say it's a little bit farther, maybe an hour 45.
That's not bad.
I used to drive from Fort Dodge to Burlington. That's a 3-hour drive.
So let's put together a couple Des Moines rappers. I'll put together 4 Des Moines rappers. You put together 4 rappers from wherever in Iowa that you fuck with. Okay. And let's go to Storm Lake and just throw a hip hop show and have fun.
Hey, you heard it first, right here. Let's do it.
You know that's
that's phone calls and setting it up. Let's do it.
I'll bring 4 rappers. You set up 4 rappers. Okay. We'll all meet in Storm Lake. You DJ the fucking show. I'll host the show. I'll rap, nigga.
Okay.
Everybody will rap, man, and we'll just have a good time.
Say less.
Cracking.
Say less.
You know what I'm saying?
Say less. That's a deal. That's a done deal.
On everything, man. What's the most memorable crowd you ever played for?
Let's see. I think my most memorable crowd is my crowd in fucking Storm Lake. Shout out BVU University, man. Like, I don't think any other university gets it cracking like we do, man. Like, when I say it's BVU in the house, like, hey, I enjoy being a DJ, and anytime I can make crowds of people come together and just party,
yes, sir.
That's a satisfying feeling as a DJ.
Top 5 rappers of all time.
Woo! Oh man! Of all time or new era, time. This era?
No, wide open.
All right. You know these YNs gonna hate me. I'm 42, so listen. We going. It's too cliche to say Pac and Big, so I'm leaving them niggas out. Okay.
I do too.
Let's leave Pac and Big.
I think everybody knows where they're at.
I don't put Eminem in my top 5. What the fuck?
All right. Jay-Z.
Are we go any order? Or are you just naming them?
I'm just naming them. Jay-Z, Cameron, Twista, Dolph. Paper Route.
One more.
Fuck. I'm gonna say E40.
That's what's curveball.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Or
that.
water.
Yeah, hell yeah.
just-
Ooh, yeah,
I
hell
was
yeah.
just here in Des Moines with Tech.
Yeah, hell yeah. 40. Hell yes.
I was there. Give us a few DJs, famous DJs that inspired you or that you were a fan of.
Shit, my cousin DJ Shad, he put a lot of work in with Nelly and them boys coming up.
That's beautiful.
My cousin DJ Shad, DJ Khaled,
Yep.
he inspires. My OG Wild Man Teddy T, he's a DJ, he inspires.
Yeah, for sure.
DJ Homer D, he inspires. And fucking TJ Chapman, TJ DJs, nigga inspires. Fuck yes. Yeah.
What is some stuff that you got in the works that might be coming out soon?
I'm trying to put together a middle of the map compilation. My beats, we get a nice studio in Iowa, in Des Moines. We document this shit and we put this shit out. That's my dream project right now. Like, I got beats just sitting on the damn computer, need dusted off, need some fire put on it. So, to me, my dream project would put together a nice fucking Iowa compilation. I'm not biased to anybody. As long as you have to be in Iowa, you got to be from the IA to be part of this shit, and then take that shit and run with that shit like we should run with it.
Okay, now I ask everybody this question. Okay, we're gonna do it in basketball mode. Okay, you the head coach, producer, head coach. Okay, you need a starting five of rappers from Iowa to take on the planet. Who's your starting five rappers from Iowa? And you the coach. You coaching them up.
Koki, Woo, Midwest Threats, Hog, PNC Hog. Damn.
Yeah, nigga.
He said, yeah. I put Kaiser on there.
Shout out OG Kaiser.
Heat.
Heat the Hustler.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You going to OGs. OGs out.
And I put you on the, yeah.
West, okay.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Respect.
Those five, I run with those five. Yeah.
Respect.
Yes.
Man.
All right. So, is there any links or anything that we could use to get to your music, to your business?
Yeah. It's simple. I don't fuck with a lot of shit. Instagram is the main place you can connect with your boy DJ Illanoize. That's DJ ILLANOIZE 515. That's where you can find me on IG. And if you want to go ahead and check me out, just Google me. DJ ILLANOIZE. It's going to lead you to Spotify, YouTube. We got the music video on YouTube for You Know the Name. You Know the Name project is on all DSPs. DJ Illanoize, You Know the Name, just find that. We got a couple other little records on there. But yeah, DJ Illanoize 515. Instagram's the main way to connect with me.
If some black folks was coming up to Fort Dodge, where would you recommend them to eat at?
Shit, man. We used to have a soul food joint there. We ain't got it no more.
So today, where would you, some black folks is coming up there, where would you recommend, what restaurant would you tell them to hit?
Lomitas. They got some damn good margaritas.
Lomitas?
Lomitas.
Lomitas.
Good ass Mexican food and big ass margaritas.
Okay.
Hell yeah, get your toe up. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And where can people find you DJing regularly?
Club Malarkey, Storm Lake, Iowa. We're in transition from college right now. It's kind of our downtime. That's why I'm taking you up on. Let's put this show together because we need some cracking in the club, anyways.
Yes, sir.
We got a pair of new subwoofers that I'm about to rock out this semester. But yeah, Club Malarkey, Storm Lake, Iowa is where you can find me at. BVU University. You know what it is.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate your time and thank you for sitting down with us here
Thank you.
at FGTV.
You know it.